So this is all going to take me some getting used to because I haven't really fully appreciated all the bells and whistles of
Just
OBS. But I
oh, James, you're getting a lot of audio from you.
say again.
We were just getting a lot of audio from James.
Oh yeah, he's
Hello, Laura.
muted now.
Okay.
Right.
Um,
Hey Lawrence,
yeah,
just so you know, we are recording. Just I want you to be sure, like, um, that you understand we're recording, and we will be planning on posting this meeting on our YouTube channel for the organization. Just hope you're okay with
Oh,
that.
perfect. Perfect. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Cool, cool.
this will be the meeting of getting used to new things because we're also trying to incorporate a new platform for our agenda and minutes. We have been posting those in Google Drive, and now we're going to try Notion.
Right on. Yep. I went ahead and threw down some money to donate to the cause to get us a like $10 a month sort of thing from Notion, and hopefully this is going to take care of a lot of our needs. Does it does? Let's see. Does it? Notion's whole idea is that it does like database stuff, right? Like not just a wiki,
Yeah,
but will database
right.
our contacts and stuff. Cool.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just do share like this, I guess.
All right.
All
I
right. So,
intended.
should I call this meeting to order? We're already half hour after
Yeah.
10.
By all
All
means.
right. This meeting is called to order. I'm also going to try to start a habit of putting that in the status of the channel. Just remind me to change it once the meeting ends. Okay, so let's begin with our housekeeping. Attendance. So we have um, James, Steve, myself, and Lawrence.
Yes.
Now, on Notion, is this going to invite or is this going to record? Because I want to just. Okay, so the attendees apparently is like someone who's. I'd rather have a different property that's not actually attached to an account necessarily. Maybe what I'll do. Oh, person. There we go. Let's just have two separate things: attendees and other attendees will be just those that we're not going to.
Oh, dude.
Gonna have to put that into a new.
This is why I need to attach a mouse to my gamer chair. Let's see.
Hey Lawrence, do you know when you started coming to Hack Nights? Like 3 weeks ago, a month?
Yeah, I think it was about 3 weeks ago.
So like the 14th?
Ooh. Yeah, let's say the 14th.
We'll go with the 14th. Alright. And apparently your name is new team member. Oh, I have to put it up here.
No, that's not gonna do it. Damn it.
Okay. This apparently does not connect to that table. Maybe
No.
relation. There we go, directory.
Oh.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about.
Yay.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm struggling with my mouse liking to flash around. I think it's the Bluetooth, so I'm going to try to do a direct plug-in.
Copy that.
Alright. Also, I need to step away real quick. Be right back.
Okay. stop typing this when I have the magic of copy and paste. Maybe it wasn't that magical.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
All right. Agenda items. Yosh. So, let me see. So you invited me to the page. Does that mean I should be able to edit along with you?
I think so.
All right.
Yeah, maybe what I'll do is separate this into attendees and editors. So that way, yeah, and then I'll just call this attendees.
Oh my gosh.
So that way you should be able to edit it. Do you have an invitation email?
Yes, most likely. Let me. Always something. Yeah. I'm now struggling because I thought I needed a C-type, but it's actually micro. Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, that one. And Notion. Go to page. Alright. Pre-read. Looks like I can add a comment. And looks like I could add some things. Action items. Alright, now let me put that up in a corner. And we need...
Our plan has AI.
Ooh.
We can have it do a creative story. Let's do creative story. Write a creative story about a pie-eating dragon that is struggling with body dysmorphia. Dysmorphia. Is that how you spell dysmorphia?
Oh.
In the vibrant kingdom of Pastel Peaks lived a dragon named Ignatius. Unlike his fellow dragons who relished in the thrill of hunting and the taste of fresh game, Ignatius had a unique preference for pies. He savored the combination of crusty bread, sweet fruit fillings, and the warm, comforting feeling they brought to his belly. Wow, this is great, but not necessary.
Got it.
Oh, I should probably also just delete this.
Bibliophiles have got to be losing their shit.
Who?
Bibliophiles.
Oh, yeah.
With this technology. Alright, yeah, nothing changed in the money, so our money is still there as it was before.
The money's there.
Same amounts, all that.
Okay, hold on, but we have to go over the... So, first, meeting minutes. Any objections to the meeting minutes from last week?
None for me, but I'm still trying to get into our materials. Let's see, for 2024, and today is 6:01.
I'd rather...
Nice.
What's that?
Just double checking the date. Let's see. Now meeting minutes.
Wait, okay.
Okay.
I think I would rather this actually just be headings rather than...
God.
Not be headings. Be headings. Then be... a bunch, just a deeply nested list. Okay. So standing topics. So nonprofit administration. Any changes, Stephen, on the status with the franchise tax board?
No, I did think to try and use some of my time downtime to during working hours to call, but I didn't make I didn't remember to, so that's on me. I need to find a way to make it happen. Work's got me very overloaded during the day shift.
All right. Um,
I'll see if I can't set like a reminder to like just get it done.
so this is actually understanding topics. That stays there. Okay. All right. Sounds good.
So now, as we're using Notion for the agenda, and there's the need for minutes, right? I wonder, does this mean we could just do them both in one document?
I think that makes sense, actually. Yeah, I was going to suggest that.
Yeah, is would you want to do it like one on top and like agenda on top, meeting minutes on bottom, or would you want maybe agenda to the left if that's an option and meeting
I
minutes
was.
to the right, like just two cells?
I think this is a great time to experiment. Um,
Also,
so
your guys'
I feel
feedback is
like
always important, James and Lawrence.
um, maybe above and below. I feel like it's going to be too crowded if it's left and right.
Okay. Okay, wait. Let me just see. Open forum, closing remarks.
And then the other thing I'm kind of unclear about here is, let's just call this agenda. And we didn't have any pre-read stuff, so let's get rid of that. Oh. All right, so we have agenda here. And then action items. This is just a to-do list that doesn't connect, I think, to the projects feature. But as we discussed, I'll try to add um, projects to get that sort of figured out as well.
Okay.
Oh, now it's untitled. Why is it untitled?
Let's see. And action items. Is there an option to get the markdown code copied for like the action items section?
Let's see. So, oh yeah, you can export as Markdown and CSV. That's for the whole
Sweet.
thing.
Yeah,
And
that'll
then
be
do
fine
that
enough
with
if I.
just one section. That's to add.
Oh, for action
I think it has to
items.
be the whole thing.
Okay.
Let's see.
Wait.
Let's see how that looks. Current view. Oh no, you can't. No. Everything or just. Okay. Current view. Markdown and CSV.
Bullet
That
list.
gave me a zipped up
Bullet list. Quote
Markdown file.
provider. Call out. Make ratings.
Do you guys see just the window, or do you see my whole screen? Do you see multiple windows right now?
I see just one window that is your browser. One
Okay.
tab of your browser meetings.
Okay.
Well, also board meetings on the right, if that's what you mean.
No. Yeah, you don't see like the start bar, for example.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just kind of cool. It downloads it as a markdown file. I don't know what it means by CSV. I guess it must mean CSV embedded within. Like, I guess maybe if they're tables. I don't know. It says markdown or CSV or and CSV, but everything that I get is just all markdown. We can also do PDF and HTML. Um, which may be useful if we wanted to continue sharing this like via Google Drive publicly instead of via Notion. Then that would give us a way to just kind of memorialize this on a different platform.
Real quick, try scrolling down to action items. I want to see if you already see what I just made.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay, so you see it immediately. That's good. But do they let us assign these action items? Right? Because that one's for me.
So if you see on my screen, we have this tasks feature, which is connected, I think, to the projects feature. This is all sample data, of course. Yeah, so let's try something. I'm going to try something here. I'm just going to put in a test task. I want to see if there's a way to get it to automatically connect it with the tasks feature.
Okay.
Like, is there a way to add a linked task? Table view, board view, list view, timeline view, linked view of a database.
Maybe if we're lucky, a to-do list is a database.
That's what I'm expecting. Let's try that. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, but this is going to link in all the tasks that already exist.
So yeah, if we can get a link to just a set of tasks.
Yeah, let's see. Filter.
We would basically make them admin tasks, I guess. Right, so like basically the general administration tasks.
Well, the tasks may relate to multiple projects, right? So, like, let's do a test here. We're going to create a new project. In progress. Let's do Kanban style here. So in progress, new project, 3D printing workshop. Owner is going to be you.
Okay.
Priority, medium, high? What do you want to call this?
Let's put it at high.
High.
Because it is something that could be just around the corner, and we do have a lot to do. I'm hoping that it'll get streamlined if I get Fabric working for me.
Okay, let's put in a couple of tasks just to see how it works. So what's a task that's in progress?
Double check state taxes requirements for filing. Or actually, we could change that. It's actually double check status with FTB. Yeah.
Okay. And you are the assignee for that.
Yeah.
Okay. And then just do one more for a little variety. So we have make budget.
Yes,
Okay.
that goes on the. Sorry, so the FTB thing is obviously separate from the 3D print, right?
Oh, okay.
My bad.
So let's just put that under. I wonder if you can actually have a task that's not related to a project.
Well, if we just maybe call the general administration a project of its own, right? And it's just ongoing.
Yeah. I'm just curious to see if I can make it work. Oh yeah, there we go. So there is, because we will have some things that don't necessarily need to have a project created for it.
So it gets status is the no project.
Yeah, the no project.
Perfect.
Okay, so now let's see from the meetings page. And if I want to filter this, okay, add filter. So we don't want to filter it by project. We would just want to filter it by the day that it's created, right? Because if it's something that we create today at this meeting, are there other filters that... It doesn't look like for this feature we would be able to just create a view that only contains tasks created in this meeting. Oh, by project, edit view.
By the way, has anybody taken me up on checking out Crystal Society that I posted?
Crystal Society.
Yeah, that's definitely a big wink, wink, nudge, nudge to Lawrence there. Because we were chatting on AI, and I listened to that JRE podcast.
Oh yeah, I literally was falling asleep when I was like, oh cool, he just sent me something, and then I woke up.
Oh,
So
dang.
I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, because I was done, and
I'm,
I was like, oh, okay, I'll talk to him on Saturday.
I'm telling you guys, just make yourselves read the first chapter. Like the intro is not even half as important as the first chapter. Like if you like check that out and aren't hooked, I'll be surprised. Like I need more people I can talk to about this because the more and more I think about it, I love framing, not only like contemplations of AI, but contemplations of human thought through the characters that are made in this story. It's like each subsection. It basically it's like Inside Out, Herman's Head kinds of stories where there's the characters are subsets of the emotions or the subsets of the personality of the individual, um, and but they're shown as like individual characters inside an individual mind. Well, they do this essentially in Crystal Society. It's the same thing but for an AI, and it's just really well structured.
So, Steve, what I think, there are a couple of, I can suggest maybe three things. One,
Mm.
what we just did, which is to embed the whole task database into the meetings. But the problem with that is it's not actually memorializing what we're talking about at that time, because as soon as we check things off, it's going to update that view. It's going to be a live view. So if we go back to an old meeting minutes, you're not going to see what we put in that day. You're going to see the current state at the time that you look. So I think that's not ideal.
Well, what if we
Two,
do?
we could just do the action items here and then just, copy it over. So that way we're memorializing what we added on that day, but we're also adding it to the other place. And then three is just not put it here and just only do it in the other place, in which case we're not memorializing it and we're not displaying it here.
Yeah, so I'm thinking I like that option of we export the whole page as like uh, um, basically just to show a sort of wiki page of it as our history, and then
Yeah.
we attach that somewhere else, maybe on our own server at some point. But like the idea being we have records that are memorializing just the text format of this, and then if action items get checked off, we can go double check the records if we're like, hey, was that all there was really that day? We should only check the
Okay.
records anyway if we're looking to the past.
Yeah, so one thing, like if we go with option two, the nice thing about that is that we would only be writing down the items that are being added or changed. Like this is kind of maybe something we should be recording in the minutes anyway. Just like Steve said that he finished off this item, and so then we have like that in the minutes.
Oh, okay.
In addition to being separately recorded in the database, right?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, so I think
So
maybe what
we
makes
just
more sense is to just change this to the
memorialize.
minutes section and
Okay.
have it be more of a bullet point thing that James can fill out as we go. List. Give me a list. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Uh, you can do a toggle list, so when you have like large blocks of text, you
Oh,
can
perfect.
collapse it. So that might work well, actually, to just have it. Well, let's try. Let's experiment,
Yeah,
and
can we do
we'll
the
see if we run into problems.
can we do it by person or teams like we were doing before?
Oh, yeah, that's an idea. Yeah. So,
So like start
well,
with me, Steve.
okay, yeah,
You're
let me
Stephen
go
Moore,
back to doing
or I can help with
like an
that.
action list. Oh, that should be heading two.
Yeah.
How do I change it after I've, okay. Oh, there we go. No, do I just hover? It came up. There we go. I select and then I let go and then it gives it to me, but it doesn't do it otherwise. Okay, so you do the toggle list here, and then we can separate it by, uh, and then each one can be its own list. Cool. All right, so yeah, is that you typing, James?
That's me.
That's Steve. Okay, can we make this one just a regular list? I'm gonna do a bulleted list for this.
Okay.
There we go. That
And
way the
then
minutes will be in order. Oops. Baitist. He's the most bait.
oh, that's unfortunate. I can't just control colon to make a to make the date. I'll have to change that. Um,
And while you're doing that, I'm gonna actually start putting in the the items that we already have from last week. Alright, so this is no longer relevant. We're not doing Axelor anymore.
okay. No, I'll just do drive. Yeah, I'll borrow this for a minute.
I'm gonna start a new project called Outreach.
Really? Come on. I wonder if we use the cells, would it give me if we used if there's a way to maybe put in cells right here. Add
Cells.
come on.
What do you mean by cells?
Wasn't there an option that was like, oh, table, right? So
Yeah.
just a quick
You
table.
want it that way?
Let me see if it lets me do it now. No, I want my hotkeys. I want my
You want your what keys?
hotkeys. I wanted to just
Oh.
control colon, control semicolon, or shift. Yeah, control colon, control semicolon to give date and time automatically. So there's at least that I can copy from
I
my
didn't even
lazy
know about
song.
those.
Yeah, it's really convenient. I'm gonna see if I can't universalize something on my okay, so what was the actual time that you called things to order? Did you record that?
I did not.
All right, I remember being like
Did
30,
it put it into the
right?
chat when I updated the status?
I just remember like 30 being 10:30 being about the time.
Yeah.
So is it good enough? Whoa! Now can I kill this? The unused cells. Yes. There we go. All right. So I guess it's not even necessary to do that now. I just want to find a lazy way to do it.
Do you know Arthur's email address?
I do not.
Okay, I can just not add him as an owner right now.
Oh wait, actually, what am I saying? Sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head, but I do know it. Art. Control. And just to keep some privacy from the from the board meeting, I will send it to you direct.
Okay.
Bam. So here, there, DM'd it to you.
Sounds good. I will add that later because I am streaming.
Well,
Which
we
would defeat
still.
the privacy
I don't.
measures you took.
I think you're only streaming your browser window. So like unless your Discord's in your browser, I don't think I'll see it.
No, but I'm going to enter it in the browser.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Makes more sense.
Oh, that's it, actually. That's not a whole project, that's just one item.
Alright. See. And don't worry people, we're learning. This is all planned to be boring.
Those aren't the only officers we have, but that's what's in this list. Oh wait, there are more underneath. Crazy what happens when you scroll and then you see more information.
Delete. Oh man, I'm liking Notion. Delete. See now what's with these lines? Wait. Okay, I must have accidentally made them. Now, minutes called to order at such and such time. And then next, what do we do is in...
Okay, so yeah, let's get back on track here. So, you've reported the finances. No changes there. Let's move on to initiative report. Hack Night.
All right.
Anything to discuss there, or?
Hack Night. All right. Any highlights from Hack Night that you guys remember this week? Closest thing to Hack Night highlight that's sticking out for me is that I discovered Fabric, which was posted by Network Chuck, and I need to get deeper into it. But apparently, it's a really great way to streamline the usage of AI, stitching all the pieces together through what is ultimately basically a curation of prompts and what they call prompt patterns in Fabric. But basically, like prompt systems, prompt tactics that are used, they're all streamlined into this software fabric to make it so that there's the least amount of extra effort to get exactly what you want.
Interesting. Who brought that up?
It wasn't brought up at the meeting. I just happened to discover it, and I posted it to the general awesome here.
Oh, okay.
Like around, I think it was Thursday no, it was yesterday. But anyway, very worth checking out. I wish my memory was better when it comes to like what did people talk about at Hack Night this week. I remember having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
As per usual.
Yeah, and then 2 weeks ago, it was 2 weeks ago, not last week, I think, right? Adam Vela, he came. He was interested in pursuing his A+ certification. He's currently in sales and wants to make a career switch. So James and I are gonna help out with that.
Yeah. Yes. So new member. Well, we could make it more like, because we did talk about him last meeting. So we could maybe make notes as we go forward. Like as far as yeah, so I think in the generic sense we should talk about like, oh, we got a member who is generally like this or that. Maybe we mention their first name, but perhaps even try not to state like IRL names unless they're willingly sharing them in the meeting.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. But yeah, so fun. Uh, oh wait, actually, I could say there was like 10 plus people, right? Or maybe I should say about 10 um, regulars showed. I don't think there was anybody new.
I don't think so.
I remember starting to feel crowded. Good problem to have. But we should think should keep an eye out. All eyes out for
Venues.
a bigger space for menu.
So that brings up an interesting point, actually. So to connect this to the outreach project, currently we have Kennedy's and the time printed on the flyers. So if we go out and post those flyers, we are very committed to Kennedy's being the place.
Got it. And that's definitely important for the time being, as long as Kennedy's is the place. But once we do find an alternative and we make a change, we'll that's why we also want to get to that point where we've got a QR code. Did we put a QR code to our meetup.com?
We have a QR code that goes to the matrix, and I would recommend for the next iteration of the flyer that we update the QR code to be to the website or to the meetup. Or I would say the website, and we just have a prominent link to the meetup on the website.
Yeah.
And then maybe even a small map. Just a simplified one that just locates it relative to a couple of landmarks, namely CSULB.
To QR goes to matrix. We need next flyers to have meetup page QR. And what was the other suggestion you gave there?
Just add a small map, just a simplified one. That way, like, when people look at it, they visually understand, like, where it's located, instead of having to pull out the phone and look up where Kennedy's is.
Maybe we should also have a sort of, not a disclaimer, but a little warning, like, double check the meetup page before going in case any plans that night have changed. Something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Add meetup to website. Another idea that I had being that We are targeted at tech people, and some tech people are very, very shy. Um,
Y'all.
Having a just like a little placard or sign that we put on the table that says uncoded at the meetings, so that when people come to Kennedy's and they walk the loop, because sometimes like there was that time that Andrew came and he almost left. If but James noticed that someone was, he was looking around like he was looking for a group.
Yeah, we need a.
But we don't know how many times someone came, didn't see us, and then left, or like was too shy to come up because they didn't know it was if we were the people.
Yeah, we need like small laminated signs to serve that purpose, right? That we like just tape onto or just in some way connect to the tables wherever we're at.
Yeah.
So we should put that down as a to do, like laminated signs for events, or small, reasonably sized laminated signs.
Yeah. Let's see. Create, or let's say placard for Hack Night and other events. I'll just leave that one unassigned for the moment, but we should have it in the planning stage.
Whoop. Wait, no, that's what I wanted. And should. All right, good point. Do we want to move on to the next item?
Yes, let's do that. Okay, so the next item in the agenda is the 3D printing class. Steve, would you like to
Yes.
discuss?
3D printing. So where we're at with that? Shift tab. Um, we. I still need to write out the Lawrence and I actually went over the budget, and seems that I wasn't really that far off with what I had going. There wasn't really that much more advice to give. In fact, it seemed we're really wanting more to prime things for the marketing of the whole idea, and the pitching of the whole idea, rather than worry about some of the finer details of how to lay out the budget. But I already got some good stuff going there. We brainstormed a little, and we leave it open for further brainstorming of what could be needed. So I think I'm feeling pretty solid on how the budget's gonna be ready in time for when we make it happen. If anything, there's concerns of will we actually get good deals that we're looking for on the 3D printer. So I might even want to invest early to try and get a hold as many $100 Ender 3 kits as I can get my hands on. And I'm making space in my garage right now, so hopefully I'd be able to make that all work out just fine, so that when it comes time to run the class, we'll have everything all ready to go. If nothing else, I think I need to at least get one kit, and actually I think it'll be the most time consuming step is me walking through setting up one kit and making sure that the lesson plan that I have laid out follows succinctly with with all of the trials and tribulations that are going to be expected to follow. So I need to record the whole thing as I do it, or like record notes of and take from other people's. I might have some AI help me to just construct a general lesson plan and go from there.
Yeah.
And so that'll be probably the most time consuming. I could totally use people's help if we got more volunteers wanting to jump on that. I think one of our friends who's been at prior meetings but isn't here now seemed like he might be interested in that kind of stuff. But we'll see. I'll just keep nudging him when we're at Hack Night.
Okay.
So yeah, let me try to summarize here. All right, and okay, so we could probably go on to next item.
Okay. All right, next agenda item is the LBCC SNUG, which I don't think there's anything to discuss because I think no one is going to it. I'm certainly not because I have a concert today. I think James said last week that he wasn't going to go. One of our Hack Night attendees, Chris, he's from that, so he'll be there. But aside from that, I think we won't have a presence.
All right. When is that one again?
I think it's 2 p.m. today. Maybe they have it online. Let's see.
Yeah, it wouldn't be impossible for me, but I do have a lot of other priorities, even if just involving with the organization.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it online. When I search for LBCC SNUG, Google gives me results for mental health services. It knows.
Oh noes. Here, real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Less than a minute.
All right.
Let's see.
Welcome back. So if there are no objections, I think we should move on to the next item, which is, well, Notion. So here we are. I think we've discussed Notion quite extensively today. It looks like we're finally getting moving on it, but there's just going to be a lot of discovery as we go. And my preference is to just make a mess, clean it up.
In effect, what do we? Okay, yeah. Paid plan is launched. A1. Yeah. Paid plan is launched. This document is the first. All right.
And so some things to note are, it appears that, okay, so I don't know what the term is for this. So like we have workspace, that's uncoded HQ here. And then each of these underneath is something else, I think. And that is, so we can share either just a page or I think we can share the entire thing. Yeah, okay, so I can actually just share this with each of us. I would prefer, so after this, I'm going to start not using the uncoded account, but using my guest account.
Okay.
I might keep uncoded logged in a browser that I'll use Microsoft Edge, right? I'll log in with Microsoft Edge just so I have it logged in because otherwise it'll do the two-step verification with your phone, Steve.
Okay.
But I want to edit from my account just so that everything's recorded as being, me as opposed to just the generic uncoded HQ. But I think it won't be too tedious to have the guest accounts because it looks like I can share the whole, projects page, the whole tasks page, etc. So it's not like we have to click share every single time we create a new page, So I think that's going to be fine. I think that the paid seat, one paid seat with 100 guests thing should work fine for us. And then,
Go.
yeah, I think that was all I was going to say. I don't remember.
Okay, should be good. Sorry, wait, so just want to make sure I caught what should I write down of what you just said?
So the short of it was we were expecting to be able to work with one paid seat and just assigning each member as a guest, including Steve, Peter, and James. We want everybody to use their own guest account instead of the full account or the generic account so that it's recorded who's doing
Right.
what.
That's right. And then just as a note, from earlier, you told me each page invite for a guest must be directly given.
Yeah, I think to be clear, it's each. Does this count as a page or does this count as a? I would refer to this as a section. I don't know if that's what their terminology is, but like I can share the entire meetings section, and you'll be able to access every meeting. So we won't have to do each individual meeting as a separate invitation.
We will or we won't?
Oh, we won't.
Oh, okay.
So
Never mind.
yeah, so it should just be each section requires one invitation,
Oh,
and
okay.
every page within that section can be edited by that invited guest.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, so that'll simplify things a lot. Um, but maybe let's just record that we want to have everybody using their own guest account so that the activity log records who did what. And that the generic uncoded account will only be used for creating new sections and
Perfect.
other admin only functions. I guess you could just say that the generic account should only be used for admin only functions.
Yeah. Um,
And another thing that we talked about was
oh my gosh.
cross publishing this. So basically, I think for the moment, what we'll plan to do is just every week um, download a PDF of the meeting and upload it to the Google Drive. Is that
Yeah.
accurate?
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds like a good idea.
So we'll stop creating the new Google Drive document, and instead we'll be uploading a PDF.
What's your each meeting minutes and sorry. Agenda and combined minutes to store on the Google Drive. And I'll emphasize, just to be sure, public folder, because none of this is to be denied to the public. People want to research us, what we're up to, what we're doing.
Publish the source code. Release the algorithm. Oh, James dropped off.
Yes, he did. He posted in the chat. He reached his
Oh, I didn't see
destination
that.
thing that he needs to do.
Okay. All right.
Oh, file is in owner's trash. You destroyed the agenda in minutes.
I did what now?
On
were you
the
editing it?
drive. No, yeah, I had it open, but it's all good. I wasn't even gonna
Okay.
touch it.
Okay. Okay. So I think I would also like to add under new business outreach. I mean, I guess it's kind of old business or just standing business, really. Um, yeah, should we make that a new standing topic? Just outreach in general? Because we're pretty much always going to have that.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
outreach / recruitment.
Yeah, outreach / recruitment. Let's just put this as a new business item, and then just next week going forward, we'll add that as a standing
Old business.
topic.
Sounds good.
I think there's only one like major thing that we need to do, and James and I can do this. Just take a day and like plan out all the spots that we want to hit up that we think need to have a flyer posted on their bulletin board. Just every coffee shop or anything that has a bulletin board. Hell, even churches. Um, Anywhere where someone might be interested in tech. I mean, it's just such a universal topic, so I doubt that there's any place that's like not a good candidate. and then just hit the pavement and just go ask places if we can put our flyer up and put it up.
Okie doke. No.
Maybe I'll plan to reach out to James and come up with a plan.
Reach. Recruitment. Sorry, so you're saying we want to, like, so obviously update flyers. And what was it? You try to post them. What kinds of places were you suggesting?
At the very least, I think our action item for this week is just plan out where we're going to post them. So just create a list and just a list of addresses, and then we'll split them in half. So like maybe James can do North Long Beach and I'll do South Long Beach or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, places like coffee shops, any place that has a bulletin board, coffee shops or libraries, churches. It's, tech is such a universal topic that there's really nowhere that you won't find someone who might be interested in it.
Okay.
Should we include updating the flyers in that, or should we post the ones that we have? The pro of updating it is that we can put the website as a QR code, which I think is really useful. The con is just that we'd be buying more. But we could use this current version for just handing out at like tabling events and networking events.
Tabling events, network events. You're saying we should have a different flyer? Is that what you're suggesting?
Well, I just noticed that you said update flyers on the outreach recruitment section. So yeah. I wasn't sure if you meant that we were going to incorporate that into the same thing.
As far as the action item itself being the flyers, I think that's all about outreach and recruitment, right? So at least categorically is under the same heading, and basically with the URL code and such. Also, I want to put out a suggestion. We should do business cards at some point.
Yeah, we talked about that. Do you mean generic business cards or?
Well, we want them kind of stylish, right?
Sorry, when I say generic, I mean like for uncoded but not per person, or for like each person in uncoded.
I think let's start with generic, and then we can maybe go into officers having their own.
Yeah.
And then like we can maybe have a sort of assuming we got funds flowing in for it, right, and everything is underway. It's like a lot more than just our action items, but actual projects are getting done. Then we could get more serious and have like I think a threshold of the amount of volunteer work or even paid work that's done for the org before we give a person their own business card with their name on it. I feel like that's just so much further down the line that we definitely want to start with generic.
Yeah. Okay, so designing a generic business card with the uncoded livery.
And then we do need to get an update from Art to get more stickers. I forget if I sent him money. I haven't heard from him in quite a hot minute.
Yeah.
I remember we were talking about giving him money. I just don't remember if I did. I want to say I doubt that I did, because I would have remembered that. Oh, whoops. Shit. Just put an action item. Reach out to ask about them. Try to get meetup. QR, or preferably, I kind of like, I prefer the, well, what is with misspelling here? One F, okay. Preferably, website contact page with meetup link on it. We've been waiting for him to update that, so it might be like more of an ask to get him to have it be the website that's connected for now. But
Okay.
just assign that task to me to reach out to Art about that, and I could probably even just do that right now anyway.
Contact Art about updating, either updating the website or updating the QR code.
Well, updating the stickers, right? Getting stickers, but
Okay.
with a QR code on them, so that it can lead to our meetup page, or preferably our contacts page on our website that will have a meetup page link on it. Also in all caps, miss you like hell, buddy! Exclamation point. All right. So yeah, there. Now we can check it off that I did that.
Okay.
We'll wait till we export the PDF, but yeah.
All right, and if you want to download the Notion app, then you should see all of these assignments there.
Ooh. Like
So,
for desktop?
desktop or phone.
All right.
I mean, desktop probably doesn't offer that much of an advantage compared to just being in the browser, but phone I think is
Yeah.
useful.
It'll be great for the phone too, especially if we can make it push me some notifications for reminders. Timed notifications would be awesome.
Yeah, I wonder. I don't know what's. Cool, and on the tasks view, you can filter it by, to just your tasks.
Let's see. We got it with uncoded, right? So, yeah, always.
Yeah, but you should log into your guest account.
Oh, will it push me out if I use the uncoded one? Okay,
I don't know.
Let me see here. My account. No, so if it's not pinching you out right now, then it.
No.
Isn't gonna do that. So that's cool. We might actually be able to simultaneously work the same account, at least for those who are in the most tight knit of the trust circle for our group.
Mm-hmm.
But how do I change the account? Yeah, so there we go. Add another account. There we go. Continue with Google. Yep. Oh man, this is just like just like Slack in this way. People directory. Sweet. You invited me to the people directory. But
Yep.
this is SR plus uncoded one. Huh. But wasn't there more than just the people directory that you shared with my? Like I was expecting pages.
Yes, you should also have tasks. Let me confirm that that's shared with you.
Oh, hey, I'm
It
seeing
doesn't.
more. Yeah, okay. This is interesting. So I've got one email, but there's like two sections. One that is uncoded as a guest, and the other is uncoded as a member. Well, no, not a member, but it's with a plus plan. And then,
Huh?
like, you know what? Let me just screenshot it. Um, it'll be easier. Uh, Snippy snip. And uh, where'd the copy go? There it is. Copy. Discord. Call. Oh, how are they being printed? The stickers, Lawrence, or I forget what that's for.
Uh,
All right, I posted the screenshot in the chat. Is this even coming out? Or is it just black? What the hell? Did I just post a black screenshot, or is it just like showing
no,
me a corner?
I see it. It's you just
Okay.
have dark mode for projects, night
um,
mode.
and then so yeah, you can see the like how it's showing. Now that's what I get to see, like the projects, and I see projects, meetings, directory, with that um, bottom that says plus plan one member. But then there's this other one for the same email that is like guest. It's like treating it as like a separate person. It's kind of funky. Huh. It just seems like it's not so bad, but it seems like this part could get messy for people if they're like perpetually guests, but they like if there's like a whole nother section to click on just to see each invite to a page. Although here I've got like a bunch of stuff that you've added for me
Yeah,
in the
I mean,
inbox. So
it'll be a lot up front, but that won't be ongoing because I've only shared with you four sections: directory, meetings, projects, tasks. So, and if we add one more, then you'll get another invite. But after that, you're not going to get an invite for every single page.
okay. All right. Yeah. We'll keep on watching how things pan
Yeah,
out. Um,
we'll figure out our refinements as time goes on.
yeah. Okay. So what's next? Are we?
Okay, so I think that's all to talk about with the outreach and recruitment thing, right? So shall we move on to open forum?
There we go. Open forum. Anything you want to bring up, Lawrence? Dude, this is cool. I'll take that as a no.
We see that you unmuted yourself, but we don't see any indicator that you're talking. just in case your audio is not working.
Huh. Yeah, you might be having some issues with your mobile audio right now. Your mic not working, from what it seems. Yeah, and definitely don't have your server muted or nothing. So, okay, um, we can come back if you manage to get your mic working, Lawrence. But I guess we can maybe move forward in the and then
Yeah, drop a message in the chat if you want to say something, Lawrence.
yeah, we can read it out loud too if you type it.
Yeah. Um, but I mean, that's kind of the last item, right? I guess it's just closing remarks after that if we're not going to have any open forum discussion.
Oh, you know what? I do want to add. Sorry, I meant to say this earlier and I forgot. As it applies to the out. Okay, cool. He's got. Lawrence has nothing to add.
Okay,
Um,
groovy.
let's see. Oh, so when it comes to outreach and recruitment, there's like it's great bringing in new people, but also with what we have that comes regularly to our Tuesday night meetings,
Yeah.
um, I want to improve how we nudge more. Uh, gotcha. How we nudge more of our current members who are making it to Tuesday nights to also try and make it to the board meetings. Like no serious pressure
Okay.
or anything or requirement, but the
Yeah.
more we can keep encouraging them, like, hey, come show up to the board meeting and give your 2 cents, the more we can get active participation on the actual hard work that goes into making this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one thing I'm suspecting is that there's not that much of a differentiation um, between the two. I guess what we think of hack night is sort of like this socializing night, and then board meeting is sort of this decision making time, right? Is that kind of how we're separating those two?
Mm, well, I think.
Because
I,
the
well, I
topics
think
can be mixed in both.
yeah, there's definitely elements that can be mixed. I just so when it comes to this part, there's working out the details of planning, which can also be done on a Tuesday night. Just it's more official through using like the agenda and the meeting minutes.
Yeah,
But more to the point,
and it's
it's a
recorded.
stepping it's a launching pad for the actual volunteer work, right? So we can get somebody who's like interested during Tuesday night, but with all the noise there uh, um, and sometimes people doing a little bit of drinking, it's not something that I would like hang my hat on of like really expecting somebody to follow through with the work if we got them to commit at Hack Night. But here it's more serious. It's easier, clearer to understand each other. And so when somebody commits at a board meeting, I'm more confident that they're actually going to follow through with what they're offering as a volunteer service to us.
Yeah. So I think one aspect of that is what you say, kind of nudging people to attend,
Mm-hmm.
and the other aspect is setting clear expectations about what happens in the board meeting and what happens at hack night. Not like limitations, right? Like we cannot talk about this, but just more like kind of like what I said. Hack night is a little more social, a little more just kind of off the cuff, and not necessarily committal or formal.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Did we lose Lawrence?
He says phone just needs restarted.
Okay, yeah, that's probably all it is.
Back.
Welcome back, Lawrence. Do you have anything to add on the topic of the board meetings versus the hack nights?
No, I was just in and out, just trying to get my phone recovered. But no, that's it. I'm just trying to get the Notion set up.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
this will be great when we're all able to help type at the same time. Then my hope for something like this, especially because it's just like how I had intended with Google Docs, but it seems better. Um, we can pretty much just eliminate the dilemma that often occurs with organizations for the secretary, because like just one person typing everything and they're also there to
Mm-hmm.
contribute and help organize, they just always
Yeah.
get the worst of the work that nobody wants to do, and then they are so super relied upon that when they miss a meeting, or when they maybe just lose interest or don't want to do it anymore. It's like always the biggest hit to an organization. So for it to be more like a decentralized secretary work that we're able to do this way is so
Mm-hmm.
much better in my view.
Okay.
Let's see. So, um, with that said, is there a way in which let's see, in which you're particularly interested, Lawrence, in doing more volunteer work for us moving forward? Because I think everything that's been assigned to you prior has pretty much been checked off, right? Because you did help me out with like going over the budget, and gave some good feedback and tips about it.
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's just like as things kind of like populate, and I feel like I can kind of like jump on that grenade or whatever. All good. But in terms of like just additionally what we had spoken about, I think it'll probably be a good idea to just do some like run some AI on what some of that stuff, some of that framework stuff might be, just to kind of ease it. Like it probably will sound crazy, but we could probably start working on that at some point. But other than that, yeah, all good right now.
Do you want to maybe volunteer to do some of the work alongside me of trying to see how well Fabric works?
Okay, yeah, that works.
Awesome. So yeah, if you just check the video that I posted in the General Awesome um, channel, the video on that says we've been doing AI wrong by Network Chuck, and then follow through with
Yeah, I
his
just pulled that
instructions.
up.
Yeah, follow through with his instructions and the instructions of the GitHub and everything, and see how far you can get on your own, and see if you can test out whatever features seem like the most fun to you. And I'll do the same on my end, and
Okay,
we can come back together next week and talk about what we
okay,
what we were able to accomplish.
okay, okay.
One thing jogged my memory there when you mentioned AI. Steve, didn't you say something about talking about sponsors on Hack Night or something?
Yeah, that's another thing we do need volunteers for, is people to reach out to sponsors. We have some general email already to go with, like as examples
Yeah.
that I was able to get out of my other organization. But we should come up with like our own templates
Script.
for email and outreach. But one of the biggest things is you gotta have time during the day to call these different businesses during the day, ask for their particular individual who does that work with like charity from their business, and
Mm-hmm.
and when you get that direct line, that direct email, we need their contact information, and all the notes regarding them in the Notion, like people directory kind of thing, and then we try to negotiate with them, like in return for such and such recognition, whether it's like our website. We need a sponsors page from art to be put up there, or if it's like letting them talk at the very event, which we have arranged. So like say we arrange an event and we get ahead of time approval from being as a sponsor from both a hotel that'll give us the space and a food company like a restaurant that'll cater and give us free food or snacks and what have you, and we we arrange getting the people to be there, and we tell the like as we're negotiating the whole process, the idea would be like if the hotel gives us the space, we'll let them get their message out if they to our people, like so we'll give them like a 10-15 minutes to just say whatever they want for our event. um, and same thing goes for the food catering service. And so what they'll often want to do is just like even have just a good moment where we thank them as sponsors. Like yeah, thank the hotel here, they've been awesome to give us a space. Thank the restaurant company here, they were awesome enough to give us this free food. And and that's like then not only written off for tax purposes for them, but it's also advertising. So that's what you want to do is like basically be trading off some advertising for their charity, basically.
Yeah, I think. Do we know a mentor that we can reach out to for this type of thing? Someone who's done exactly this? Because I
Um,
feel like we can do it. We can go through a lot of discovery in the process.
the thing
But
is,
having someone who's like, yeah, I've done this 1,000 times and I can tell you exactly what not to do would be really helpful.
that would be helpful. The thing is, I have the guy who's mentoring me at doing that for the other organization, Network X,
Oh, okay.
and some of that's fallen through the floor. But I've got more time now to prep for the next hackathon that we're gonna do down the road. Um,
Hmm.
and so I have the generic emails to use of theirs as examples, and then we can use
Yeah.
AI to help with that. But
Yeah.
yeah, as
Okay.
far as any specific person who's willing to volunteer for our organization to do that, besides myself, there's nobody I know of. Just
Okay.
just my
Yeah, I mean,
limited
I'm
knowledge.
definitely willing to help both with the copywriting slash AI editing, um, and with the outreach, although on a bit of a metered basis. Like I can contribute a certain amount per week. I wouldn't be able to just hit the pavement all day every day. Regarding venues, the other thing I was going to say is just what I notice about other tech meetups is that it's really common to host these in these like shared workspaces or just some local tech company's office, and usually that company gets to advertise their product, and that works out really well for them because we're bringing them an audience that's likely to be interested in their product.
About half next in particular.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Adam. Didn't notice you joined. Welcome.
Hey, just so you know, Adam, we are recording this meeting, so just so you don't say anything you don't want to say. It's going to be going up on our YouTube channel for the organization. We can't hear you, so you might be having issues. Uh, there we go. Uh, we we're still hearing nothing.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Lawrence.
We can hear you.
Just
Yeah.
when Adam
Oh, cool.
unmics, we're not hearing anything.
Can I ask super fast, venue wise, you're talking about hack nights, right?
Yeah, well, Hack Nights
There's
and
optional venues, right?
yeah, Hack Nights, optional venues. Actually, we do want to switch over to something that's like bigger and quieter. But there's also
Mm-hmm.
just general big events we want to throw at some point or another. Plus, there's the venue. We for the courses, for the 3D print courses. Let's just say the retailer that was offering us their space, they're not exactly reliable. They seem to have like a ulterior motive that was a bit manipulative and deceitful. So we don't really want to go with them. So we might need to either talk over with James Ellis or find another venue for housing the materials over the week and for doing the classes.
I could, that might be a enter trend thing because they have plenty of space. It's just a matter of just communicating with them.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's one
it's
place that
also
we need to make a connection
downtown,
with.
so I don't know if that's too far for guys. But it's central for me. It's like actually across the street.
Yeah, I mean, downtown's a pretty great area.
Yep.
I guess it's a little farther for anybody coming from OC, but I think for most of our Long Beach-based attendees, downtown's pretty doable.
I mean, heck, we could probably even see, like these new builds that they have, like the big apartment buildings they just constructed. There might even be something where, within their lounge space or whatever, or within like because they build on like all of these amenities, and it's almost like, hey, why not ask?
Yeah, that similar target would be those like shared workspaces. They usually have like a conference room or something that I'm sure they'd be willing to share for
In in the building in the building that I'm in, so my buddy, his name is Ted. He had space on the eighth floor. It's called We Labs, and
I'm familiar.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, because so so he passed it off to a, a, an organization that helps Hispanic kids, and I think it's kind of somewhat the same mission, like not the same mission, of course, but just in terms of they're trying to be an inspiring force, and the space still operates the same. It's just that now they're able to incorporate what they're doing a little bit more, but the space is still there. So that could possibly be a kind of a cool thing because depending on what the number of kids would be, they would have access to the quote unquote the kids, right? So
yeah, I
or
think
either to the process of finding who we're looking for.
yeah, that would be pretty dope. Lawrence, would you be willing to connect us with either them or Intertrend or both?
Yeah, yeah, no problem. In fact, I was in the elevator with the founder, and we started talking, but I had to jump off the elevator. But that was yesterday, so
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I just have to track her down.
So something you should know is We Labs was where we first were meeting for Hack Nights and where Uncoded was
Oh
founded.
wow.
Yeah, it was its own organization there, and it was being first sponsored by one of the tenants in the We Labs. Actually, no, it was We Labs themselves, and they were sponsoring Uncoded in the beginning, and then like people moved and left, and they no longer wanted to sponsor us. But we made lots of friends there, including David Nguyen. He was his business and stuff was and Code and Coffee were housed there for a while.
Oh wait, hold up, David.
David, yeah, David Nguyen.
Oh wait a minute. Okay, sorry, it's completely random, but who is this? Oh, okay, okay. I thought I was getting spammed, but it's like a Jonathan. Okay, I'm sorry. It
Okay.
was a joint like text, and I'm like, why am I in this conversation? So anyway, sorry.
Okay.
Man, AI and spamming and oh, just everything. Anyway,
You knew it was coming.
Just a quick question, Lawrence. What did you say the name of that that group was? You mentioned something about the Hispanic youth.
Yeah, so I don't know the name of the group. I just ran into the founders a couple of times. There's two ladies,
Okay.
and very inspiring, like very inspiring, very passionate about what they're doing. So, I don't know if they're here today, but I can find out.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think, there are a lot of groups like that that are actually ideal because their mission is generally, ours is specifically related to tech and, connecting the community with resources. And then groups that are just not specifically related to tech, but also connecting underprivileged people with resources, there's an opportunity for connection there.
Uh-huh.
So for the subset of their you know um, participants, their members who are interested in tech, they may be
Hmm.
interested in connecting with us.
Yeah, I think that's a valid point.
Hey guys,
All right.
I'm
Well,
just
Hey, now we
checking
can
it
hear you.
out.
hey, how's it going? We can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm in the library, so I'll try not to be as loud.
Ah,
I gotcha.
okay. We'll be quiet.
Yeah, I'm just checking it out. I'm new here, so just checking it out. Thanks.
Well, welcome to our humble gathering. We definitely appreciate you being here. Let us know if there's anything you'd like to contribute, idea-wise or volunteer-wise. Um, let's see.
Okay.
We should probably
So
add.
this isn't related to the uncoded in Long Beach, is it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. All right, because I've been there once so far.
Also, just to make sure it wasn't missed because you were having technical difficulties, we are recording this meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be going on YouTube. Just
Right.
so you know.
Yep. Thank you.
Um, let me see. Did we? Where did we put uh, attendees on our Notion?
Oh,
Oh, there.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to add Adam, there we
There we
go.
go.
Okay. Do. So,
So I actually need to jump off soon.
okay.
But we're just at the end of an open forum here, I think.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we wanted to discuss?
Let me just make sure I've got the notes here in the minutes for um, the sponsor outreach. So, for what are the organizations Lawrence is offering to do some outreach for us?
There's Intertrend, and then the one that he doesn't know the name of, which relates to. Could you describe, Lawrence?
All right, I
Sorry,
remember.
sorry, sorry about that. It's just it relates to the same. It relates to the mission.
You
And
don't
you
know the
said that they're
name off the.
located in a building you work in or live in?
Pacific Tower on the eighth floor,
Right.
and
Okay.
they took over We Labs.
Okay. So, whatever organization took over We Labs on the 8th floor of Pacific Tower.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So we just call them We Labs for now, um, or We Labs
Successor.
Yeah. Um, suggested for sponsorship. And you're volunteering, Lawrence, to do the outreach to ask him about it?
Yes.
All right, so we'll just put that down as an reach out to them. Okay, yeah, we'll put that down as an action item for you. If you want to handle that, Peter.
Yeah, I'm putting this in the action items now.
Cuckoo.
Um,
And then I think we can move
I
to
guess to be specific, what uh, what's the action item here that
uh,
that Lawrence will
uh,
give our information to them, get
reach
them
out.
to contact us, or come
Maybe
to
make it two bullet points.
yeah,
Two items, right? Reach
yeah,
out
I'll
to
do one each.
Intertrend. What reach out to We Labs' successor company for possible support or sponsorship or collaboration efforts, and get contact info to post to the Notion database. So we'll have like sponsorship, collab, like as a whole section of a contacts directory
Sounds good.
that they can go in.
Oh, this is supposed to go into this. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right. Anything else before we close?
Um, no, that should be it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for attending. Adam, we have this every week. If you want to join again next week at 10 a.m., same place.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. All right.
So,
This meeting is adjourned. Next meeting, June 8th, 10 a.m. on Discord.
all right, cool. So let's try. I just noticed Lawrence posted something interesting in the chat, but we can maybe carry it over for the next meeting to talk about getting good photos at Hack Night to to use for outreach later.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah, I'd like that idea. I agree with that.
meeting adjourned. Ending
Adjourned.
recording.